Hey guys, Brian Boomer here, starting a new Instagram page. Unfortunately, Instagram Reaper deleted our last account. It's still under review and we hope to recover it, but it was running for 10 years plus. Thousands of posts and educational content that we provided. Did our best with, AI and only posting photos of facilities and educational content. Despite my best efforts, I've been trying to get around the guidelines and the algorithm, and recently I just posted thanking everybody about the support because we started to see an increase, and clearly that inertia bothered somebody or the bots, and they were sensitive and deleted it overnight with no warning. It was 2 weeks ago too that we got a post taken down that ended up having me not be able to DM for 3 days. And on top of that, they banned me from going live for a year. And I see a lot of other accounts getting suspended and deleted. And really, it's just not the place for us anymore. I built a lot of my reputation and business around social media, and it's been, advantageous despite it being free. I understand the challenges. But now we're starting a new Instagram page. So I hope you guys follow this one and please share it so other growers know where we're at and can find us. Last page was infinitely shadow banned. So even when you search for Booms Farm, it doesn't pop up. And, we did start Clone to You, which is my other page. So please make sure you guys follow that. And we're doing our best there with a similar kind of model of providing, AI built content and content that's educational only, and trying to get around, the fact that we can't post anything about plants. Literally, I can post something with roots and have it taken down, close-ups of any kind of plant. And I know my account's a business account, and some people have mentioned maybe going private or personal accounts and getting a check mark, which I also paid for. They took my money and then they deleted the posts and then took me off of being verified. So frankly, Instagram is not hospitable to our community. There's definitely something going on bigger than maybe a lot of us understand. Being born and raised in California, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've seen a lot of changes, and unfortunately in the last couple of years, this definitely seems to be, I don't want to say the biggest attack on our community, but there's definitely something going on in terms of regulations. We're decentralized. California is sinking. A lot of other legal states that have been coming online are also not doing well, mostly due to poor regulatory models and no support. We pay licensing fees and taxes, yet the enforcement agencies come after us, and they're doing embargoes or fines or shutting down facilities. And of course, the guys that are not licensed are also being pushed out. And this is a naturally occurring plant, right? And God-given ability to grow it. And sadly, in places like California, where we're leading by example, supposedly, we're not able to share this content. And for those reasons, I'm focusing more on my YouTube channel. I never thought I would have to get into doing that, but videos like this are going to be the kickstart, because I don't really see a huge point to posting on Instagram if things are going to get taken down. And, I used to write long paragraphs and create nice posts and videos, and all those hours are wasted, and it's gone. I also had created my website, boomsfarm.com, just to fulfill the need to send people over to the website for educational information so they could find me, and that's not that big of a deal because that's normal business protocol. And you can go and subscribe to our newsletter there and stay up to date, which is about to go out next week. Ironically, we just started that campaign, but that was also in response to fearing that this was going to come, that they would delete the main page. And I didn't really make a backup page, so now I'm creating a new one because I don't like having backup pages, but it seems like you have to have multiple pages. And I know a lot of people out there, big operators and brands, you guys have been seeing the same thing. It's still mind-blowing. I do see a lot of guys posting flower and all kinds of other photos and videos, and whether it's not for sale or not, I don't know how people are getting around that, yet at the same time people are getting suspended for the very same thing, and it just seems to be a ticking time bomb. X, formerly Twitter, is also another platform that I'm going to be on. It's really just going to be for dropping photos of flowers and behind the scenes stuff, but the description doesn't leave you to provide really an education in that content, so you have to provide the content in the video for people to see. Similarly, going on Reddit, I'm going to get on too, but you have to build karma points, and that's a little bit challenging because it's a bandwidth thing. I run a business, and realistically, I can't sit on Reddit all day chatting away with everybody and responding. I barely have the time to get on here and respond to DMs as it is, let alone my emails, and keep up the business. I'm a one-man show. I've been running this for 10 years plus as Booms Farm. And, I really appreciate everybody's support, and the community's been great. And I know a lot of you probably share the similar sentiments that I do. But really at this point, I'm going to do my best to provide more education content here, and it's just going to have to be straightforward. It's going to be videos like this. I'm probably going to do some demos or some talk throughs, and less posting of actual, product or strains for that matter. And the reality is, I think you guys already know, it's like back in the day. If you are in the know and you want to get access to stuff, you just got to contact me, right? Or go to the website and email me. But the fact that I had my DM censored, and that they're reading in that, and that they're willing to, let's just say, punish you for what you're writing in the DMs, you guys need to be aware that it's all being monitored. And the fact that we're doing legal business and they don't care or can't have discretion on that is ridiculous. At this point, I've been trying to do my best to share our practices on best cultivation practices, nursery functions. I'm offering complimentary nursery audits. If you guys want to give me a call, that's probably the best way to go through it, helping with IPM. And now with my tissue culture lab partner, we're really pushing on, cleanup services, storage if you guys need it, and pathogen screening, which is all legal and should be fine. And again, it's censored, hemp or cannabis or otherwise. So unfortunately, the last page is suspended and we're waiting for it to come back. I hope I get it recovered, but either way, I'm going to start this new page and kick off a new campaign and direction. So I really do hope that you guys support me and can stay in touch. Be sure to, follow this page, share it. Please engage. I know there's a whole go and, subscribe button to follow us and stay in touch with activity, because it also suppresses the accounts so you don't see who you're following. I mean, if I don't go in every 30 days and turn off my random feed notification, then 10 of the posts that I'm scrolling through are going to be random algorithm suggested posts or things that I might have seen in my search. But it's very rarely out of the 10, it's like 2 of the posts are going to be you guys, somebody that I actually follow or is in the industry. So it's gotten really ridiculous and clearly business forwarded to whoever's paying for ads and paying to play in this space is getting it, and I tried paying for ads and the verification, and even then it still gets reported and taken away, and they'll take my money. They'll take your money up front and charge you a fee, and then they'll run the ad and stop it, keep your money, you can't get it back, and I can't run any more ads. So it's a good scheme, Instagram, Meta, Facebook is got going on here. I come from the legacy days. I've been doing this a long time, 20 years plus, guys. I'm going on 40 in a couple weeks, actually. And the reality is that I started this when, I was been doing this since I was 18, and born and raised here in Southern California. I've seen a lot change, and I work with a lot of the top operators, and I appreciate that. But, working with them directly is one thing, but being able to branch out, network, market is part of any business. And there's really no place that's safe for us. Even working with my boy Nate Winokur at Teaching Bud, we're providing a different platform for educational only, hoping that doesn't have any issues, but it's really just suppressed. So I hope you guys stay with me, follow this page, and I'm going to be dropping some links in my bio for you guys to check out the website. You can get my inventory there, my contact information, additionally the new YouTube page. So please check that out, guys, and stay in touch.